Hello everyone, once again I am here with this video with one of the very important chapter of class 8 from history segment, and the title of the chapter goes like From Trade to Territory. In this chapter we will try to understand how the British East India Company, who came here as a trading group, but after coming to India and while doing trade with India, they rise in the horizon of political power and they started to administrate the country. So this particular aspect, this chapter we will try to understand. Very important. Now see, advance of East India Company. If you see this particular point and if you read the text, you will come to know that during 1600 AD there was a company in England which is called as British Company, one of the very rich company, and which was dominating most of the European market, okay, by its product or the supply, okay. And this company in 1600 AD getting a charter signed by the Queen Elizabeth I, it started to did trade with the East, means those countries which are lies in the east side. Since then the British Company, after getting signed a charter from the Queen Elizabeth I, now has a right to do a trade with those countries which are located in the east, came to be known as British East India Company. Now, once the charter was signed in 1600 AD, this British East India Company, it has landed on our country. Now when it's come to our country, it has found the presence of Portuguese and some other countries in India since the beginning. You might be knowing 1498, the very important date, as on this very date Vasco da Gama, he discovered a sea route for India. And since then the Portuguese was doing trade in India, and after the Portuguese, other countries which were doing trade with India was Dutch and French, okay. So Dutch and French, so these were the other countries. Now see, when these countries, when the British East India Company comes and it has found Portugal, Dutch and French, from beginning they were doing trade. In such case what happened, a competition was arose among these companies. Why? Because all these companies, they are doing trade and the trade items are almost same. What are these items on which these companies are doing trade? These are the fine quality of cotton and silk, okay. It was a cardamom, what we call as elaichi in our language. It was doing trade with the clove. Clove is called long in our language, no? And cinnamon, it's a dalchini, and pepper, gold mirch. So these are the items on which all these companies were doing trade. Now when British also started to do trade on that, then ultimately what happened, the price of these commodities hike up, okay, the price of this commodity rise. So from one side it was very beneficial for the Indian supplier, but another side it was difficult for these companies, and as a result, to have their complete grip and the influence over the market, now the trade is turned into a rivalry. As a result, what happened, all these powerful countries or companies, now they are doing trade as well as they are conflicting with each other, okay, so that they can able to hold the market, and this lead to rivalry, and this rivalry ultimately ended with the British victory or sorry, British supremacy with all among all the countries. So after smashing them and emerging as one of the powerful companies in India, it started to establish its rule. Now, how it's happened? It's happened from the downfall of the Mughals. When British East India Company come to India, you might be knowing at the time country was under the rule of Mughals. And who was the last powerful ruler of Mughals? Yes, Aurangzeb, the last powerful Mughal ruler. After Aurangzeb also, the Mughal rule was continued in India under the rule of Bahadur Shah Zafar. But when Bahadur Shah Zafar has ascended the throne of India, ultimately a large part of the Indian territory, ultimately what happened? So many of those princely states which was under the control of Mughals, they started to declare themselves as a independent. And Bahadur Shah Zafar was the last Mughal ruler, but he was unable to hold his power and position and unable to keep all the princely states united or integrated with each other, and that has given a good opportunity for the British East India Company to rise in India and to hold the political powers. How they did, we will discuss in the next video. I hope that watching this video you are able to understand that what are the point or what are the important note that you need to know in this chapter. So rest of the chapter I will discuss in the next video. Till then, keep on learning.